Frustrated family and friends want to see additional charges filed in connection with a deadly shooting in downtown Kansas City from back in August.
2 men were killed, 3 others hurt when shots rang out during a fight in a parking lot near 13th and Grand. Fox 4's Lexi French live near the scene of the melee. And Lexi, you talked with friends and family of one victim. What does justice look like to them?
John, family and friends of 24-year-old Kane Tadas say that seeing the person who shot and killed him arrested, that would mean justice to them. Now, this shooting happened in August in this parking lot just behind me. And so far, more than 3 months later, the investigation into the shooting remains ongoing. However, 2 people have been charged with assault.
If that was your family member, brother, sister, son, child, whatever it may be, wouldn't you want their killers and the people who hurt them to be, held accountable?
Someone shot and killed 24-year-old Kane Tadas in this parking lot on August 24th. Another man lost his life and 3 others were hurt. Kane's family members and closest friends sat down with Fox 4 Wednesday to talk about who he was.
Kane had a really bubbly personality. He could walk into a room and just, make people smile.
The 24-year-old was working in HVAC, but had a real passion for music.
He was a funny guy. Everyone who knew him loved him. He was also a rapper. That was a big part, a very big part. Very funny, always been like a bright star. That's the best way to describe him.
3 months after the parking lot shooting, Jalen Nelson and Colton Schultz were charged with 1 count of 4th-degree assault each. In a press release, Jackson County prosecutors describe what happened just before shots were fired. Saying in part, Nelson and 2 others struck the victim in the back of the head, kicked him in the back, stomped on him, and kicked him in the face, leaving him motionless. While the victim remained unresponsive, Nelson walked over and stomped on the back of the victim's neck and head. The victim never regained consciousness before he was shot in the head and killed a short time later.
Any person that does that to another human being they don't care for human life. They have no regards for human life.
The Jackson County Prosecutor's Office says the investigation into the shooting continues, but it's not clear if a shooter has been identified. Kane Tadas' loved ones want to see whoever that shooter was held responsible.
Seems like they're just sitting on all this information and just letting it go by. It's almost like they're waiting for us to forget, but we're not going to.
Safety and security improvements were promised in the weeks following that deadly shooting in the parking lot, like increased lighting and more police presence in the area. This raised concerns for downtown Kansas City business leaders and city leaders in the weeks following this deadly shooting. We'll continue to follow this case and we'll bring you any updates if and when they come available. John.